it's a very dangerous time. The rule of law is very important, but we keep trying to break that. We're trying to destroy that system, it seems. It seems like we really want to dissolve the fabric that makes this whole system work. We'll just kick out the pillars, and it's scaring a lot of people. It's even scaring me. Obviously, you guys have heard about Chaz, or I think they renamed it, I'm not sure. But basically, it's the Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone. And they've got anarchy there. They think that this project is going to work up there. But of course, with any system like that, inevitably, in a system of anarchy, you're going to get factions. You're going to get warlords. And that's kind of what's already developed in no time, in record time. So I don't think that's going to pan out for them. But I know a lot of places want to emulate that. They want that kind of anarchy as well. So you take away the police, and it's going to be lawless, or someone's going to establish order. And it's not going to be the order that you know and love. It's going to be tyranny. That is the natural results of a power vacuum. Is order will be established, but it's not the kind that we love about this country, because we do love order, and that order is created through our Constitution and those who enforce the law. So that's a really, really terrifying prospect, that people want to disband the police. Before they were saying defund the police. Okay, defund. Well, that doesn't sound so bad. Let's take away some funds from here, move them over there. Now they're saying no police whatsoever. They even had a New York Times article that said, no, we actually mean not defund, but disband the police. So I think it's getting hairy there. There was another thing I want to talk about. Oh yeah, Brett Weinstein. Brett Weinstein did a very good Dark Horse podcast. He also did a very good Joe Rogan podcast. And I found both very informative. And I mean, there's some very terrifying clarification in there about where we are and what we have to do to fix things. Now, there's some hope there. Like, Brett even linked a snippet from his podcast, or Joe Rogan's podcast, about how we can fix this country as far as the presidential, like the general election, the presidential race. And I think he had a good idea with that. I very much appreciated that concept, and I think that we did used to have the runner-up as the running mates. If I'm not mistaken, the vice president used to be the one who lost. So theoretically speaking, it would be if Trump won, then Biden would be his vice president, that kind of thing. But in this case, it would be Brett Weinstein proposes that we find two moderates, one left of center, one right of center, and get basically draft them and get them, convince them to run as a third-party candidate. And one of whom was Andrew Yang, the other was some admiral who was in charge of SEAL Team 6, I think. Point being, the way he proposed it made perfect sense, and I really hope you actually get a chance to listen to it. We do need a third party. This two-party system is not working for anybody. Nobody wants Biden. Absolutely nobody wants Biden. Most people don't want Trump. And I think that between a rock and a hard place, a lot of people are just going to be voting for the giant meteor. So we need that third party, and we need it now, because we can't keep doing this stupid system. It's not working for any of us. But yeah, in that podcast, he talks about a lot of things. Talks about Black Lives Matter. Talks about the problems in the sciences, and there are a lot. Some of which his brother Eric has gone into. He's even proposed some solutions as well. And he talks about how money has corrupted a lot of these sciences. And it's been going on for a long time. And I just think you really should give that a listen. Because, I mean, he's on the money. And a lot of us have known these things have been going on for some time. But he spells it out for a lot of this. And I really, really encourage anybody who has the free time to listen to that podcast. Even if you have to do it in digests, small doses, but it's absolutely worth it. And I gotta say, I love it. Every time the Dark Horse podcast comes on, I love hearing Brett Weinstein and his wife, Heather Hine, both of whom are amazingly intelligent and insightful, and I can't praise them enough. I wish I had teachers like them in my high school. I wish I had actually gone to higher education, maybe even someplace like Evergreen before it turned south. God, that was a cluster jam. I don't want to curse right now. So, yeah, I think if you haven't checked them out, I guess this is what my video is going to be. Most importantly is check out that podcast. Both of them, the Dark Horse podcast and Joe Rogan, because both are very, very insightful. Oh, one last thing. I did finally get a rifle. It is a hunting rifle. It is not automatic or semi-automatic in the least. They did try to sell me one. They did try to actually sell me... Someone tried... the place I went to actually tried to sell me an AR-15. I don't want an AR-15. I wanted something with a higher caliber and might even be more accurate. The reason why is because I wanted something that I could go hunting with. Because I'm actually thinking in the future, because I'm not thinking that I'm going to live my whole life in a city, because that's a very dangerous position to be in. Because when you're in the city, you have to rely on logistics. I don't want to have to rely on logistics in an increasingly digital world when all of that could go under with a solar flare or EMP. I know. I might as well put on my tinfoil hat right now. But, and yeah, also I'm vegan. I'm not going to stay vegan forever. And in fact, in the right scenario, I will absolutely eat meat again. But this is also for self-defense as well. So I would, if I need to, protect my family. It's a bolt action. I think just having it is a good deterrent. If people know you've got it, they are less likely to mess with you. And also because I believe in the right to bear arms, and the right to bear arms was created as a leverage against a tyrannical government. And God knows I do not trust this government or any, pretty much ever since I was born. Yeah, I cannot think of a time when I ever trusted our government. So, yeah, we need that leverage. The people need the guns. Power grows from the barrel of a gun. That's Chairman Mao. Well, if the people have the guns, then they have that leverage against tyranny. Take away the guns, we've got a problem. So, I think that's it. I'm going to leave it at that. I don't have much more to say. Oh yeah, the union thing. I think I might have mentioned in the last video that I tried to get a union for my last job. I think we got it. I won't know until tomorrow because I actually have to sleep, and that's when they do the conference call and confirm. But I think we got it. And if we did, that's amazing. I believe in organized labor. I don't think it's perfect. I don't think any union is perfect, but I absolutely believe in organized labor. And one of the good things about organized labor is it's a democracy. You can vote. I like that. So we're gonna hammer things out. We are gonna vote on what we want for our union, what concessions we're willing to make, what amenities we want to add. God knows there's a lot of things that my employer has to fix, but I'm technically still on their payroll, and I'm actually going to return to them as soon as the next semester rolls around, once we get all this hashed out. So anyway, enough about that. I will see you all later. Bye.